They beat FEU in the finals. Remember that historic
first one in 50 years.
Yeah, the record-setting crowd that we also had at the Araneta Coliseum. So UST in 2013, NU in 2014. That was your question off the air earlier before we went on the air. UST trying to be the third team in the last 25 years to be the #4 seed. And a lot of people forget that sometimes, that they are #4.
Right.
FEU is the #3 team.
Seed, yeah. It just goes to show, before we started the season, every team, even NU, had a legit chance of making the Final Four. The talent pool of each team, the depth, and just all teams had a fair chance. Obviously, it boiled down to 4, now to 3, and at the end of in the next 2 to 3 hours, down to 2.
And if there was a season, Christian, that any team would need a twice-to-beat advantage, it was this one because, again, of the talent pool, the competition, the great parity that we had in season 82, and boy, did they need it. And now it's gone. Now it boils down to this one, and we are off to the races with UST owning first possession of this knockout game. Good friends Paraiso against Rivero.
UP starts off with a matchup man-to-man. Manzo checking right now. Cancino, the UST goes to it right away on the post.
Cancino short on the 3, and Acueti gets the first rebound of the ball game.
A better start compared to the last one. In the last one, they gave up an open look right away to Subido. That time, Cancino had a hand in his face.
The referees for today, Edgar Orpilla, Molly De Luna, Aaron Cañete, they will have the control for this game as Alden Ayo, after his stint with Letran, and then Lasal, and then now hoping in his third year to get UST to the finals. Coach Bo, of course, a UP alum himself, a former UP captain, looking to go to the finals back-to-back years. What?
Turnover by Bright, same way he started the last game. The only difference, the last game he started it on the post, this time in the half court. After the alert play by Jun Manzo, throwing it off a white shirt to get the ball in play, but then with the hop step, jump step, whatever step, well, it's a walk.
No matter how you put it. Chabio. Better defense here by UP, and Chabio attacks, doesn't get any call. Noah Webb diving for it and inhaling that basketball to his chest, making sure nobody gets it from him. Let's look at this McDonaldson's replay. It's a great drive by Solomon, but just the contest from the UP team.
And you see the adjustment on Coach Bo's part. In the last game, pretty much the whole game, or for the most part, Kobe Paras was checking Chabio to start the game. Bright Acueti checking Chabio, Chabio attacking him right away. That's going to be key. The first 2 to 3 minutes of each quarter, Boom. It's important for both teams, especially for UP, who's really fouled a lot in the last game, in the last 2 games against UST. Those cheap ones early in the minutes. It's important that they, keep themselves out of foul trouble and out of team fouls so that they don't give up easy free throws for UST.
Double team on Acueti, and it will stay with UP with 10 to shoot, as Paraiso was at the baseline when he was trying to strip Bright Acueti of possession. Paras comes out shooting right away, comes up short. Paraiso on the run, doesn't have the numbers, but he's got Chabio and Cancino trailing. Paraiso out, Batalier. Subido with 12 on their 24, a lot of time. They switch. Subido wants to isolate against Acueti, gets by, explodes, and gets the first 2 points of this ball game. A Mitsubishi Mirage G4 drive of the game.
Early in the game, last game, they were going under the screens, talking about Manzo on Subido. This time they switch. Subido reads it perfectly, attacks the slower big man in Acueti and scores inside.
Manzo crisscrossing, sets up Webb. Webb fakes, fires, comes up short, the tap goes to Subido. Eludes Manzo, eludes Webb, gets the ball back. Trying to set up Chabio there. I thought he was going to go for the alley-oop. It will stay with UST with 17 seconds on their timer. Subido is one of 3 UST Growling Tigers who do not want to play their last game today.
Right, and what a basket-saving play that was to force the kickball in. Noah Webb, who really played a solid game in their last outing, had about 4 points, 3 rebounds in the first 10 minutes of the last game. Subido,
Mr. Clutch of UST, a season 82, the first 5 points. Vivo Fee 17 shoot beyond limits, 5-0 for UST. Christian, it is crucial, and tell me if I'm wrong, it is crucial that UP keeps this game close because they're very good during the close games.
Right.
But against UST, when they have a bigger lead, they have a hard time coming back against this team with all the weapons that they have. Is that correct?
No question about it. And because also of the magnitude of this ball game. And as a basketball player, it's important that you start out strong. You keep it close, better if you have the lead.
Right.
But if you're looking at the scoreboard after 30 minutes of play heading into the 4th, you're down by 17, just like what happened last game. Suddenly, that head of yours is looking forward to a default as UST.
Almost, but not quite.
Right.
They will negate and take away that 3. They call a foul prior to the shot. They're not going to count it. I think it is Manso who will be called charging and pushing away the roadblock.
Right. Foul off the ball by June Manso. And this is where USD has really done damage, not only versus the Fighting Maroons, but pretty much the whole teams this season. That single-double floppy play just finds a way. They're big. I don't think they give enough credit for the screens that they give to their guards.
5 to shoot. Batalier crosses over, spins, fakes, nowhere to go. Paraiso has to pitch up a 3. And a repossession for the Growling Tigers with under 7 minutes to play in the first. Double crossover. Subido puts on the brakes. Paraiso with 4 to shoot. Paraiso goes to the other side. Chabio cleans up. High up the ladder for a Jollibee 100%. The amazing move of the quarter. It is a 7-0 start by the Growling Tigers. We're back inside the Mall of Asia Arena, and the UST Growling Tigers celebrating the Fudgy Bar, O-Bar sa Saya. 7-0 run. Remember, they ended game number 1 with a 17-6 run. After that Alden Ayo timeout, it was a 13-0 run. It's funny, I'm pointing this one out, Christian, because you made a statement earlier. The UST is outgunning the UP Fighting Maroons, and it's a strange sometimes statement to make, knowing the weapons of the UP Fighting Maroons in terms of the paper talent that we talked about all throughout the season.
It's because of the style of play. They play you by the possessions, and to start the ball game 7-0, a big reason for that is because UST has 2 extra possessions already, and because of that they had 7 cracks at the basket compared to only 2 by UP.
Foul on the Kobe Paras attempt. Here's that Paraiso play. Tinala sa kabila. Under and over, but Chavio, as always.
You have to be solid defensively if you're June Manzo. The play before that, instead of fighting under or over the screen, you barrel through it, you end up with a foul. And on that play, instead of sacrificing your body, you try to go for the steal. It ends up with a layup, as we see. Itong si Paul Desiderio, Diego Dario,
all in attendance here. They are going to be a big part of a mammoth crowd that we will see swell as we go along in this game. First 2 points for UP, courtesy of Kobe, who did not enter into double figures for the very first time in that previous game. Paraiso, staggered. Cancino against Manzo. Subido pops out. Subido. Kobe very aggressive on defense. Ando comes up short.
Chavio out in the ball game. Both front court Batilier and Ando did very well in the first game. This is a crucial stretch for UP to take advantage of that. I thought Ando and Batilier, although the numbers will not speak for it, clearly outplayed the front court of the Fighting Maroons. The way they switched on ball screens, there was one point where Ando had back-to-back plays, hit a jumper, short jumper on the other, got a block on the other. The front court of the Fighting Maroons, no matter who they are, they have to match that intensity and production.
And more bad news. The two newcomers who played very well in that previous game, Lorenzo Bando and Mark Nonoy, are now in the ball game for the very first time for this sudden death matchup.
They switch once again. Bright telling Javi to come back.
Whoa.
He doesn't.
And an explosion and a blow-by.
And you see the frustration by Bright Aqueti. He's telling Javi, come back, we're not switching. They switch on the first part, but this is clearly a mismatch. There's nothing you can do about that if you're Bright, but really trust the help. But the help was not there, it was late. Paras fouled him on the head, and that's a first foul on Kobe. You're just hoping he doesn't pick up a second one early with 5 minutes still to play here in the first quarter.
Solomon Chavio will sit down in favor of Sherwin Concepcion. Juan Gomez de Leaño is now in for the UP Fighting Maroons. 9 against FEU, 17 against UP so far here in the playoffs after 2 knockout games. Are we seeing some of the Golden Tigresses of UST are in attendance here.
Tough to say who's who, especially with everybody wearing maroon and yellow.
Sanandyan sila. JD Tukab, one of 5 players from UP who do not want to play their last game today, is in the ball game. They don't want to be this last experience for the UAAP as Rivero slows down in midair. How does he do that? Circus shot and a what a flakes kakaibang move to cut the lead down to 5.
What a spectacular move and a better finish by Richie Rivero for his first crack at the basket. Sherwin.
And again, another repossession. Ando high and in. Gatorade hydration checkpoint is where we're at. And Dave Ando with a rainbow of a shot to give them a 7-point lead. Coach Alden Ayo won a championship with Letran. Our PDO coaches winning ways. Went to the UAAP, brought LaSalle to the finals and won a championship. And now had a full year with the UST Growling Tigers. Full control of recruitment and everything. And now is on the verge, on the cusp of taking UST back into the promised land.
And what a start to his young coaching career. I don't think you could have written it to a start like this of what Coach Alden Ayon has.
Nonoy puts on the brakes, misses everything though. And it will go to the UP Fighting Maroons, who are down 7 early here, as Coach Bo Perasol made a passionate speech as we see the UP Lady Maroons, Jess Maramos, Isa Molde, Mike Bravo in attendance.
That's the first time that I've seen a UST player apologize after taking a three-pointer. Really?
Kasi walang tinamaan na ring daw. Yun lang naman siguro. A 3 on the way for Javi. We can't even hear the whistle right now, Christian. It is electric inside from Mall of Asia Arena. A woman that doesn't need any kind of introduction. She's a legend. One of the many volleyball greats of UST, CC Rondina, of course. She's in a long list of great volleyball players. One, Bright. One, relocates. Long 3 off the back iron. 4 minutes to play in the first.
One and done that time for UST, not allowing UP to get extra possessions.
One goes up top and prevented but fouled by a UP Maroon on that movement, off-ball movement.
Holding foul, number 22.
May nakikita ka ba dyan?
Wala, it's basically a sea of yellow.
Other fans of UST have come out today, and Solomon Chabio back in the ballgame for Dave Adno.
That was a good 3 to 4 minute rest that Chabio just had. And how about the minutes that Ando gave?
That's another thing, huh? I think there were 6 players, as Richard Gomez is in attendance and his daughter also from UP. I think 6 players played over 30 minutes in that game for UP, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, it's been like that the whole season. You know, 6 players averaging, you know, at least 20 minutes per ball game. As we see the drive and kick, and Chabio
showing the stroke. Showing the stroke. The PS Bankable assist of the game from Mark Nonoy. Parang PS Bank personal loan na maasahan. Apply online, no collateral.
Look at Chabio play defense, trying to deny, but the ball on Bright Akwedi and the pressure up top.
His biggest lead of the game.
And that's a turnover, I believe. But this one right here, Nonoy, easy drive to the basket. Help was not there. Chabio knocks it down. The smooth stroke and touch by Chabio has been just outstanding the whole season. And how about the defensive stop on the other end? Pressure on the basketball, denial on the post. That was just perfectly executed.
That is a counter turnover though. 34. 3 minutes and change left. Or will it stay? Am I correct? Will it stay with UST? So, okay. 10 seconds on the shot clock. On the Growling Tigers here.
Well, watch out for Abando for a catch and shoot situation on the flare screen, but Chabio fakes the handoff.
This one works too. Chabio on the attack for the 11-point lead after that Yamaha Mio #1 move, and a foul drawn by Juan Gomez de Leaño. But that's also, you know, when you go back to the trade, that's the thing. There are so many options for UST. You think it's Renz, maybe Mark Nonoy gets the handoff, but then there's Chabio.
And it wasn't even a fake handoff. As at that time, it was just a simple drive to his right. And you look at the advantage on the other end that Juan created as Nonoy was checking him. This happened in the start of the third quarter, wherein we mentioned earlier, Juan got off to a quick 7 points. Nonoy was the one checking him, and Subido did not work. You know, Coach Aldin Ayos sending in Cancino. So don't be surprised if Cancino comes in in the next 30 seconds or so, as we see our colleague Jet Manuel.
But it's not a convincing UP fight cheer. Come on, Jet.
Right.
That is, you gotta give me more than that. Chavio gets the rebound. 4 turnovers for UP. 6 points off the turnovers, all for UST right now.
Bad pass.
That's the first turnover for UST.
Jun Manzo has to get going here.
Tungkap thought about it.
Walk.
And he travels. That is their 5th right now.
Just stagnant to their offense. Even after the first pass, JD Tungkap and the rest, and it seemed like they didn't know what to do. There were no actions on the weak side, no screen aways, no pin downs.
UP had 22 turnovers in that first game, the previous game. UST only had 16.
Here's another switch. Prado on Nonoy. Here's the clear.
Nonoy goes to his strong side, pulls up from 16. The tap, repossession time. Nonoy shoots the 3. Nope. Another tap. Merle, nagtinikling pero napunta kay Manzo. Manzo has Tungkap on the other side. Manzo will go for the teardrop. No, but Prado is there to clean up.
Well, it was really excellent transition defense as 4 white shirts were in the paint, but a better effort by Prado on the second chance opportunity.
Pure Gold always panalo move, gives them their 6th point. 15-6 is the score. Chavio, block. Anticipating up top was JD Tungkap. Let's look at this. Manzo with that push. But the graduating Prado, actually pareho sila. Manzo and Prado cleaning up. Chavio wanted to climb the ladder, but Tungkap stayed up and swipes it from up top. Forcing the issue on the alley-oop, but the ball will stay with UST. Only with 5.6 to shoot though.
Good pressure on the basketball on the inbounder by Javi, forcing Abando to loop that one up higher for his brother Juan to get there just in time to get a hand in.
Juan will pull the trigger.
Catch and shoot.
Easy. Nobody in front of him. And nothing but net for Renz Abando.
And those are the unforgivable ones, really. The basket wherein you know that UST is the best in the league with the 3 ball. Gets a no clean look.
Abando.
What a rebound.
Tipping it.
What a tip.
Nonoy like a blur. Nonoy recovers. Chavio. 10 seconds on the shot clock of UST. And a 12-point lead. It's in the hands of Renz. Renz. Nonoy. Nonoy has to shoot. Still had a chance. And it's still with UST.
What a heads-up play by Nonoy just to force it up there and hit the rim to get the extra possession. But Juan almost stole the ball, yeah.
Almost taking it away. 18-6.
For Juan Gomez del Llano.
49 seconds remaining in the first. And guess who's coming back?
Enzo Subido for
Subido
Mark Nonoy.
comes in for Mark Nonoy.
Clock run and 14 seconds.
Arguably 2 more possessions in the last 49 seconds of the remaining in this quarter. As a little action off the ball. Hindi nakita ng tatlong official. Nag-uusap-usap sila eh.
Meron silang conference. Biglang ganun. Ricky Dandan asking for an unsportsmanlike foul, but here's the thing, nobody saw it.
Right.
The referees didn't see anything. They all had their backs turned. As you look at the perimeter points, obviously in the side of UST, but they're going to look at this. Is that what they're going to do?
They are. There was definitely contact.
Enough ba para bumagsak?
I'm not so sure though. Prado did a good job of selling the call, of trying to get the attention, at least for hours, and all the people except for the officials. They will review this.
18-6 is our score. Let's look at it again. Keep your eyes on Prado and Batalier. Before the ball, before the ball was even in, they're already like giving a little sweet nothings.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Well, Jerson Prado will move out. of this game. So no call. Dapat lang.
This is the playoffs.
Yeah, I was just about to say, no room for ticky-tacky stuff. Fouls or calls. Oy, libre! Oh, great recovery by Richie. Manzo ahead. Manzo stops for a 3. No. And Chavio secures another repossession.
Not a good decision that time. I thought Manzo had a slight 2-on-1 advantage. Settles that time for the outside shot.
Do you think he's trying to get himself going here?
I do.
Bright looking for the defensive rebound? No.
And he should.
Wala nang bukas eh, kung sakasakali eh. And for him, he is graduating too. Yes, you're right. 3 on the shot clock.
Good hands.
And this will be a turnover. That officially will be the second turnover for UST here in this game. As Abando holds on a little bit to his leg, which Alden Ayo looks on. No concern there.
And that's how it's supposed to be. The offensive player, especially for the white shirts, they cannot be comfortable of not only taking open shots, but really scanning the floor. Good hands that time and ball pressure by Javi to get the last second crack to this quarter. Let's see if they get a good look.
6.1 on the timer. Richie trying to bust out. They get it to Bright. Javi for 3. No!
Bright was open. He just had to turn to the basket.
And the first quarter ends with UST scoring 18, UP with 6. No tomorrow for both UP or UST with a loss. We will be back with more. Step ladder, sudden death, win or go home. It is Knockout Wednesday, and that is the punch that UST wants to deliver today. And they're on the right track with an 18-point first quarter. Christian, walk us through that first quarter.
And that's exactly what UST brought that UP did not. The only thing that UP has to work on to start the second quarter, especially in the first 3 minutes, is energy. One thing that is underestimated about these Tigers is how they create energy on the floor on both ends. UST, or the Fighting Maroons rather, they have to match that.
Akweti making space for himself. Too good, too strong. And a 10-point deficit for the Fighting Maroons. They draw first blood here in quarter number 2.
Not a bad way to start your energy with your former MVP on the block and scoring for the first possession.
Nonoy, Webb on him. Nonoy goes to his right. Nonoy finishes with the left. In a half second from free throw line to the cup. Jollibee 100% the amazing move of the quarter.
I tell you, somewhere, if Jason Castro is watching, he has to be delighted in watching Mark Nonoy.
Akweti sends it out. Manzo lines up a 3, gets it to go. And his first points in the Final Four, Manulife Vision Player of the Game.
That is a big-time shot. Timely one, not only for himself, but for the team.
Yo goes to his right, denied by Kobe. And Chabio will draw the third personal foul on Kobe Paras. This is a huge development, but first, Jun Manzo sets his feet, draws the target, and nothing but net on that one.
And that's because Bright Aquiti on his second touch to start the quarter got doubled that time, left Manzo wide open for a clean look.
Chabio has the right idea here, Christian. Attack Kobe Paras' defense. 3 personal fouls, 22 points for UST, and for Chabio, that is his 8th. Inside, say goodbye to that one. That deep? No way.
And this is one thing that UB tried to exploit, which they did in certain stretches in the first half. You know, those cross-screen actions on Bright Aquiti, that's one thing that UST has to handle. I thought they didn't handle it well in the first game. That time Bright scores for his second basket.
Chabi, a nice tap there by Aquiti, who's so good at that. Rivero, inabot pa ni Renzo Bando, inabangan sa kabila.
Should have gone up strong.
Abando for 3, in and out.
Excellent block out by Richie on Chabio.
Manzo waits for friends. They're down 9. Manzo thinking 3, shooting 3! Wow. Wow. They're going to talk about that, the referees. I think they're going to call it offensive foul. But they're going to talk about whether they're going to count it or not. Referees Orpilla, De Luna, and Cañete.
Question is, what went first?
No basket.
They just waved it off.
Yeah, I thought this should have counted though.
I thought so too.
Yeah, this should have counted. I agree. But definitely an offensive foul.
Oh, for sure, yes.
For sure, right? But I thought that should have been a basket for the Fighting Maroons. That is huge, especially if UST scores in this one. You're looking at a 5-point, potentially a 6-point swing.
Spencer and Sabido gets the roadblock. Now has Aquiti on him. Kick out, pop out. Concepcion rattles out the 3.
The Fighting Maroons, even the fans, they were holding their breath.
Dodge the bullet.
Shot.
Manzo with the left hand. Aquiti trying to clean up. Aquiti again. Aquiti right back up. Determined.
Yeah, on a mission.
22-15, 7 minutes remaining in the first half. Subido thought about it, kicks it out, relocates.
Great calls out by Spencer.
7 on the 24. Subido steps back for 3. No. Richie Rivero face guards Renzo Bando.
Great block out by Richie on the face front. On an outstanding offensive rebounder in Abando. Just couldn't handle the oop though, was Bright.
Abando. High up, no.
Good no call.
Noah Webb was there to meet him. Manzo goes to his right. Manzo kicks it out.
Good pass.
Rivero drives.
What a rebound.
And it's USD losing some discipline here on this side of the floor, and this lead is down to 5.
We talked about energy. Bright starting it off with a couple baskets. That time, offensive rebound was Webb.
Oh, a lot of activity on defense. Rivero 2 steps ahead. Richie, no! But a foul on Subido.
You see, when Richie goes up strong, he's gonna end up either with a layup or 2 shots. This one right here, Richie misses it, but Webb doesn't give up and scores.
And McDonald's instant replay, Christian, some activity provided by Webb and Spencer.
Right.
The taps, yung mga tapek, yung mga tips, and now even on the follow-ups has gotten them back into this game.
You know, X and O's, as important as they are, you know, the activities, as you mentioned, the energy.
Right.
That's really, you know, the more important thing
because the X and O's will follow afterwards, especially considering the magnitude we have here in this arena.
We're right in the midst of a 9-0 run by UP to cut this lead down to 3. The high was at 12 for UST, and the fans of UP now all not using their seats here at the Mall of Asia Arena.
A poor decision by Manzo that time, and he quickly admits to it. He just either has to stay in front to front him and force the pass over the top, or stay behind and trust the double.
8-2 run in the last 3 minutes. Spencer inside to Akweti.
Good pass.
Again, too deep. And Bright doesn't have to work as hard when he's that deep. Master play of the game, and the lead back down to 3. Nonoy.
Manzo on Concepcion. They will exploit it once again.
Nice defense this time by Manzo. Nonoy, the 3. No. Right after our Gatorade hydration checkpoint. UP looking to get closer. Sumobra yung pectus ni Rivero. And a takeaway by Nonoy. Nonoy on the attack. Nonoy, his head is down. Sherwin Concepcion.
What a play by Richie.
What a closeout by Richie Rivero. And
That's a foul on Nonoy.
Away from the play.
Well, Richie Rivero has done an excellent job to start this game of getting to the cup. He's going to finish eventually as you look at Akweti's numbers.
And the rest of the team.
Yeah, the rest of the team. 4 of 5 for him. Rest of the team, 4 of 16. You just have to continue to feed him and play off of him. That's why nakabalik sila.
We all need this timeout at 4:35 to play. Back inside the roaring Philoil Flying V. Look at this closeout contest. High up. Look at how high Richie got up for that deflection.
Not only that, how hard he sprinted back. If you remember, he was the one, this was the highlight, his first basket. Look at that. What was that, 1 minute in the air? Right?
The first 2 points of
right,
UP,
first 2 points. But, you know, how about the challenge as you see? Kasim Mirza.
Dylan Ababu.
Yeah, Dylan Ababu.
See the last UST MVP.
Faye Manansala.
Was he the last UST MVP as we see?
He was.
Versola, of course, also the UP Fighting Maroons. He was, no? That was 10 years ago, if I'm not mistaken.
2008, I believe. Maybe 11, I don't know.
A little over. So Chabio will be in line now with Dylan Ababu. Hayden Ko is with us. Dr. Vicky Bello is with us. There's Erica D also in that picture. Ateneo, they're all waiting in the wings as Manso fakes the pass, shoots again, not this time. Cancino gets out of jail.
What a traffic rebound by Cancino there.
Against Webb, 4:17 to play. Subido. 9 on their timer. Subido against Akweti again. He wants the isolation. Subido goes to his right. Akweti breaks up the play. Paraiso forces the shot. Yeah, that's one thing that Bright Acueti is so good at, Christian. Even if there's a mismatch in speed, he's got great hands on defense.
Not only that, that's UST's arguably his favorite play, wherein they were looking for a shot by Subido, a fake cut to the baseline, and then a down screen for him on the same side. That time, Bright Acueti was alert enough to get out and force Subido to put the ball on the deck and eventually force a turnover with the 24 seconds.
Manzo, 3 again. This time, misses everything, so that will go UST's way.
A little too quick on the shot right there, but something that, you know, if Manzo makes, it's good for everybody. Well, let's just hope, or they're hoping rather, that they would get a stop on this one.
Solomon goes to his left, then comes back to his right, then back to his left again. Then back to the right. How many moves in that sequence?
A lot.
Offensive rebound. Subido gets it with 9 on their timer against Spencer. Subido against Webb. Subido from
Excellent
way
challenge.
out. Way in. No way. Renzo Subido, the Vivo V17 shoot beyond limits. If you're Noah Webb and James Spencer, what else are you going to do in that play?
Force the drive.
How about the answer from Spencer? This is what I'm going to do. I can't guard you from 3. I'll answer from 3. 27-24 with 3:06 remaining in the first half. The UP Fighting Maroons, who shot 18% in that first, horrible, forgettable first quarter, are now at 50% here in the second quarter and are knocking at the door as the Laures sisters are in attendance, and the rest of the Golden Tigresses knocking at the door are the UP Fighting Maroons here down 3.
I'll talk about flipping the switch. 18-6 after 1 quarter, 18-9 so far with still under 3 to play.
What has happened to the offensive UST? Is this just better defensive energy from UP right now?
It is better defense, you know, especially, you know, pressure on the basketball. You know, the last shot though was excellent challenge as Manzo gets in the paint and shows that patented floater he's been doing all season long. And we see a nice smile from him. One thing that we haven't seen so far, at least for the last 4 to 5 days.
You're very right. A very tense and stressed and tight UP team. So it's good to see that smile if you're a UP fan. He's got 5 points in this game. How about the
clock winding down?
How about the difference that Noah Webb and James Spencer have provided here from a defensive standpoint for the UP Fighting Maroons? Here's that 3 muna. Spencer naiwanan, Webb naiwanan, Subido.
Kidding me?
Pero ito, sumagot si Spencer mula sa gilid.
Can't defend it any better than that.
Look at this. 5 points for Manzo after laying an egg in that previous game. He's happy about that. And he's happy that the fact that they have a chance to take the lead right now as UST shooting 53% themselves. Almost, but not quite there. Cancino. Cancino drops it to Ando. Ando draws the foul.
UST attack in transition that time. Ando really, again, Ando, Batilier, I don't think they get enough credit for, you know, the intangibles they do. You know, the screen setters, you know, rebounding, finishing in this pretty much two-game series, defending Bright Acueti, just having extra bodies inside, which I think is one of the, you know, more advantage they have compared to UP in terms of those two, as we see.
His team, Coach Kung Fu, made it to the finals last year against Ateneo. His counterpart, Alden Ayo, wants to do the same this year. That was the girl who made the difference together with CC last year, even if she got injured in the finals. Boy, what a time it is to be a growling tiger, huh? But right now, the barrage is coming from the Fighting Maroons. 28-26. Richie Rivero underneath. Still unable to find a hole. Nonoy against Manso. Nonoy. No. Challenged again by Richie Rivero. Cancino for three. No. The tap goes back to Chabio. Chabio attacks, draws a foul. He will shoot 2 free throws.
Really a great defensive sequence by the Fighting Maroons, just unable to secure the basketball. How about cutting off the angle once Manzo so that Richie can have a, you know, possible chase down. That time stepped on the line.
It is tough to be a referee in a game like this with all the attention, all the emotion, all the extracurricular things going around the venue. And all that noise making a difference probably in that first free throw of Solomane Chabio.
Well, one thing worth mentioning also, Boom, is that UP is doing this without arguably their best player in Kobe Paras, who is saddled with foul trouble.
As for those of you just tuned in, 3 fouls para kay Paras, who did not hit double figures in the last game. 29-26 is our score. Chance of depensa mula sa mga taga-uste. Manzo pumunta sa kaliwa. Sinarado yung pinto. Chabio denying entry. Cancino. Nonoy for 3. No! And the tap goes to Webb.
And who was there once again to give a good contest on the shot? Number 25, Richie Rivero.
1 more minute in the first half of this sudden death matchup. Rivero with 7. Rivero. Cancino was there. Webb was blocked by Solomane. Nonoy against 3 players. Nonoy to Cancino. Cancino trapped. And again, the defense of UP making the difference there. Rivero, Webb, Spencer. These are the guys who have provided such excellent defensive energy here in the second quarter.
Well, we talked about defense usually of players sprinting down. Also important to sprint down on offense, but Delier Chabio was left in the backcourt that time. Pretty much a 3-on-3. UP winning that one.
Well, I hope I'm still around.
Me too.
When he comes
Who knows? That could be the
UAAP.
next Kobe Paras.
Right, you never know. Hey, you know, I can't tell which is more intense, the battle on the court or the battle of the fans here at the Mall of Asia Arena, because it is intense during the timeouts. And that's what we love. This is what we love about the UAAP. And we're down the wire now, just deciding who will be the opponent of the Ateneo Blue Eagles for the 16th of November, which is game number 1. Down to 25 seconds in the first half. They pitch it to the other side, dangerous, but Rivero recovers. Rivero floats. Rivero unable to finish, but Wright was there for the tip-in, and it's a 1-point game with 11 seconds remaining, and it's in the hands of Mark Nonoy. Nonoy spins, slides, and that's a travel. And a chance to actually take the lead for the very first time, even going back to that previous game.
And all because of this big guy right here, Bright Aqueti, the first player in double figures in this game. They really set the tone for them. You look at the turnover, 6 this quarter, only 2 for the Fighting Maroons. Remember, after committing 5 in the first quarter.
And UST only had 1 in the first quarter. Spencer did not realize that there was 2 seconds left in the half.
The end of the half is 29
That's okay though, because UP obviously having a better second quarter and finishing it well for them to be only down by a hair as we enter the third.
29-28, 1 half down, another one to go, live here on SNA. The second quarter in that sequence, or number of sequences rather, where they were a little loose and a little, as they put it, gigil against this UP Fighting Maroon team, who found a lot of defensive brilliance with Spencer, Webb, and Rivero.
Right.
Oh, we're on here for our third quarter. The lead is with UST, but only by 1 point. And again, those hands of Bright Aqueti disrupting the dribble of Zolomane Chabio. 30 points in 1 half. Very bad sign for UST.
And also a good sign for UP.
Very.
Yeah, to start that one, not only with the deflection by Bright, but taking away the high-low play on initiation by UST, but Delier shoots over. That's a shot that you are willing to live with, even if he makes it.
Manzo, Webb, all day to shoot. Nothing there. Aqueti. Hand off to Manzo. Bottled up a little bit, so he dribbles out of trouble. 6 on their 24. Spencer, they swing it. Webb with another chance. And a miss by Noah Webb. So the lead is still with UST 29-28.
Oh!
Richie Rivero has been excellent today on the defensive end. Look at this challenge on CJ Cancino. It's a McDonald's instant replay showing us that challenge.
Who I've always thought has been an underrated defensive player, especially playing the passing lanes.
Nice fake, but again, a disruption on defense by the Fighting Maroons. It is UP that has been disruptive.
That's a 4th missed layup of Richie already.
Cancino looks ahead. Subido met by Manzo. Subido recoils. Uses the roadblock. Chabio attacks. Chabio drives. Challenged and blocked or fouled. Fouled by Noah Webb.
Noah Webb looking at Spencer. and looking at him, where's the help? But Spencer was staying home to Paraiso, who I believe has not scored a bucket. But you can't leave, as good as a defender as Noah Webb is, you can't leave him against the MVP in Chabio. Especially if he gets it 15 feet away from the basket. 4 guys on the help side, they have to be ready to give help to Chabio.
And again, let's repeat what I said earlier, Christian. UST in the game against FEU and the game against UP, which were both wire-to-wire wins, they have not trailed in this semifinal so far. Right now, they're up 3. Lot of screens being set for Akwedi here. 7 on their 24. Double team on Akwedi. He jacks up that shot. Wow, Chabio high up for the defensive rebound. Mr. B9, Mr. Sagisag. Wasn't he there in the NCAA game yesterday also?
I'm not so sure.
I think he was.
How about the upset yesterday? The Tran.
He witnessed that live.
Winning by a
Dito
point.
ba yun? Mall of Asia Arena?
No. I think it was in Cuneta.
No. Rivero.
Turnover.
Richie sidesteps. Richie gets it to trickle in. And again, breathing down the necks of UST after that yellow card end-to-end play of the game. And Subido comes up with a sarcastic smile after that money ball. 11 points for Renzo Subido.
Does he even know the word pressure? What a timely basket by Subido.
Akwedi underneath. Taken away. And a foul by Bright on Renzo Subido. How many times has Subido played the fireman's role for UST? But first, let's look at this spectacular move by Richie Rivero. And just as they were there, Subido does this for the nth time this year for the graduating, returning, growling Tiger.
What a beautiful player Richie is. Graceful, up in the air. His 5th or more drive to the basket. That time makes it. Chabio misses one up top.
By the way, dito nga kahapon yung...
Was it here?
Yes,
yeah.
yung final.
My bad.
Ng NCAA. Under 7 minutes. 4-point lead. 10 on the 24. Manzo gets it back. Manzo from way out. And it's way off. The pickup. Rivero releases and gets it to go. 1-point lead. Manulife Vision Player of the game. 9 points for Rivero. Subido up top.
What a pass.
And really, it's Subido that is providing the maturity and control here as a PS Bankable assist coming from him. Parang PS Bank personal loan na maasahan. Apply online. No collateral.
Forcing the switch that time. Bright Akwedi has to put pressure to discourage the pass. Richie once again with a dipsy-do. Different result.
Everything but the shot. Subido goes to the other side.
What a pass.
And then inside. Chabio hangs. Bangs.
Basket pass from Solomon Chabio.
A Domino's Pizza, what a delivery play.
Well, how about the play by Subido? He's not going to get the direct assist. Look at that, but this was the shot, or the pass rather, the one we talked about. If you're Bright Akwedi, you want to discourage the pass by putting ball pressure. We didn't see the pass by Subido. I believe it was a left-handed swoosh pass cross-court from right to left. Could have been a shot by Cancino, but he sacrificed the good for the better, and UST will have another possession after the missed free throw.
And so far, UST has had answers to all these spurts of UP. Paraiso for his first 2 points. They're going to call Cancino for a foul there, and they're going to review that after that. What a flakes, kakaibang move from Brent Paraiso and his first 2 points. Let's look at this first, eluding Paras. But after this is where it happened. Cansino, and who went down? Was it Manzo?
It was Manzo. We didn't see that much there, but as good as Richie has been defensively, a poor decision that time to gamble on Chabio to get the steal. Would have been a highlight, but it wasn't. But instead, it was 2 points easily by a terrific move on Paraiso.
So we await the decision of Orpilla, De Luna, and Cañete here. They're going to call a common foul, a regular foul on CJ Cansino. Boy, scoring is picked up here in the third a tad bit. There's been some great shot making on both sides here in the third quarter as we are at 40-33. Twice UP has brought it down to a solitary point.
Three possession ball game at this point. I believe UP has to score right here. As you see, former King Tiger played only 2 seasons, I believe, Alain Maliksi, and a former champion, now Senator Joel Villanueva. UP has to score here, boom.
3 personal fouls, by the way, on CJ Cansino, their captain. Paras, quick release. Nope. Juan. Spencer, back to 1. Manzo, top of the circle, 3. Back irons that one. Another opportunity. And a step in 3 by Juan. Not there.
Not happy was Coach Ricky Tandan on the sideline with those shot selection on that possession. 3 chances for them.
Cansino looks at the clock. It reads 10 on their timer. Chabio. Good defense by Paras so far. Chabio. Inararo extricating himself at the Gatorade hydration checkpoint. Working hard and rewarded for a 2 points. So the lead is back to 9. 42-33. Coach Bob Perasol and our BDO coaches winning ways, trying to get UP back into the finals or back-to-back. Remember, as a school, they have not won against their school. 96, they were the number 3 team against UST number 2. And UST won that one. 2 years after, they battled for a playoff spot for number 4. UE was the number 3 team. And UST beat UP to get into the semifinals as the number 4 seed. So UP wants to finally win against UST in a Final Four setting today. But more than all of that, it's really getting back to the finals and try to win the big one for the Katipuneros. Pero itong mga taga-Espanya, matibay so far dito sa ating pangatlong yugto. Na-score na nila ay 13 points. Para naman dito sa UP, they have scored 5 so far.
Under 5 minutes to play, UP down by 9. Kobe Paras in the ball game. Chabio is the one checking him. I think this is a perfect time for him to get it going for Kobe Paras. You know, has pretty much struggled and has had, you know, less floor time because of the fouls.
Foul trouble.
Only a bucket on 0-for-3. Everything is from the line so far. As Manso.
That is a nice double screen play for June Manso, who knocks down his second triple of the ball game and cuts the lead down to 6. Boy, the action off the ball in that sequence is good. Subito trying to answer. Tap goes to Manso. Manso against 3. Manso! Everything but the shot for June Manso, and he will be called for the foul,
which will put him into team foul number 4.
Look at this. 2 screens down there, which freed up June Manso. Popping out, 3-for-3, money ball in. And Richard and his daughter enjoying that one.
Well designed, well executed. Big shot by the graduating senior in Manso. Having a better game, no question.
And he's playing like his life depends on it right now. His UAAP life at least. He gets the ball back again. Spins on Nonoy. Puts on the brakes. Juan. And a foul called on Chabio, if I'm not mistaken.
It is on Chabio for his second personal.
That's another thing about Chabio. He knows how to play great defense, or just play great in general.
Right.
But he stays away from foul trouble, Christian.
Well, he's a smart defender. As good as he is as an outstanding rebounder, he picks his spots on the floor, not only offensively, but also on the defensive end.
Akweti. 4-minute mark of our third. Manso, Juan, Gomez de Leaño to the brother from the corner. What's the call here?
There's another whistle.
Away from the play, and it might be an offensive foul.
But the question is, once again,
third on break.
It counts, yeah.
That's the arm wrestling match underneath.
Right. Now this is the one that we've been trying to, that we talked about.
Christian, they didn't count it.
It did not.
No.
Okay.
36 pa rin eh. 42-36, so that's 2 triples negated already.
Right.
Yo, stepping back. Ho-ho! And the MVP is showing the full arsenal today. Jollibee 100%, the amazing move of the quarter.
That is just pure influence by Nonoy and Abando.
Gomez de Leaño kisses it off the glass for a difficult shot. What shot making by both UST and UP right now. Nonoy. Cancino. Batalier. Pushes it up. No. Juan up for the rebound.
Basket earlier was the first basket in the game for Juan. Good pass.
What a pass. What a tough shot by Bright Akweti.
Great help.
That's a preemptive foul by June Manso. That is his third.
And they are over the limit. He did not know.
What about this? If this guy can do this on a regular basis,
forget it. Forget it.
Wow.
Hard enough to guard already, even without that.
And that's why
he's the MVP.
Yeah. And he did it in front of the, well, currently still the reigning MVP, Bright Akweti. Because
yet to be official.
Official announcement. As Spencer icing his left wrist, wala na, all of these nicks and dings right now are down the drain on this possible one last game, Christian, as these players are leaving it out there right now here in the third quarter, under 3 minutes to play, and 6 points separating them. Juan again climbing the ladder, and a foul on his brother, though. To the delight of the UST fans, he does not agree.
Well, the Fighting Maroons has done a better job so far of defending without fouling, at least compared to the first game. We mentioned this earlier. You know, giving up 31 free throws, which UST made 20. In the third quarter, they were in the 16-17 attempt already, and this is the foul off the ball right there, holding the shorts. Yeah, of Chabio. Who wouldn't? I think every short player would have done the same, quite frankly.
Nahuli lang.
Nahuli lang. Yeah.
You've done that. I'm sure it's been done to you. I'm sure at times nahuli ka, at times hindi ka nahuli.
Right.
Stay away from me, Christian, ha? Just in case. Magkatabi tayo dito eh. 19 points, 10 rebounds now for Solomon Chabio, although he has missed a couple of free throws today. But that's just nitpicking right now because he's done almost everything well.
And so far, it's been 12 free throws given up in 3 quarters with under 2 minutes remaining. UP has to continue to play defense without fouling.
Juan sees an opening. Juan Gomez de Leaño misses, but Bright Aqueti was there again. And for him, that is his 6th offensive rebound, part of a 8th offensive rebound, part of 12 total rebounds for Bright. It stays with UST. Juan gets out of trouble. 8 on the 24. Nonoy uses the roadblock. Paras switches over. Paras naiwanan, pero recovering just in time. Paras accelerates. Kobe all the way from defense to offense, and a C2 fast break of the game.
One of the better stealsmen we have in the league had that high of about 6 steals against UST, I believe, in the last round. That time with a swipe and a score on the other end.
Like Bright, no? Galing nung kamay sa depensa. Tatlo na lang ang bante. Abando thinking 3, stepping back, throwing it up, no! And a chance to tie or cut the lead to 1 for the Fighting Maroons. 1 leisurely gets into their attack zone. Quick release, Kobe, no!
Would have brought the house down.
Nonoy navigating through España traffic to draw the foul. What, 2 seconds, 3 seconds? He got to the other side, but first,
same thing for this guy.
Sensational finish by Kobe Paras.
Couldn't even count the multiple crossovers he did from half court to front. That was about 4 crossovers.
Hindi ko nakita eh.
Finishing off the wrong foot for his first field goal. That is Kobe Paras' first field goal in the game. Who has 4 points. And Mark Nonoy on the other end. Just a blur.
Aqueti, as we said, 13 rebounds. Check that. I said 12 earlier. 13, 8 off the offensive. 2 free throws for Nonoy to give them more breathing room here. 47-42.
This is really a crucial 1 minute and 10 seconds for UP. They will have at least maybe 3 possessions to finish out this quarter. If they finish well, they will start the 4th with the first possession.
Rivero and Abando. But it is Rivero who's called for that foul. Let's look at that sequence again. Tell me what you see, Christian.
Right here, gets deep position underneath, just unable to finish on top of Chabio, and you see the foul off the ball. Richie not liking what Abando did right there, holding his jersey. He's trying to make a case that he was being held first. But kadalasan, nangyayari, nahuhuli talaga yung bawi. I thought that should have been a foul on Abando first. But instead, they call it on Richie, and it's free throws on the other end.
Where they are 10 of 16 so far. Christian, I know you mentioned this during the pregame, right? The free throw shooting,
right?
UST. Where are they right now in that department?
And so far, they're giving up. UP is giving up 16 attempts, and UST making 10.
Yeah, that's the 11th after Abando made that one. That's, you're looking at it right now, while UP is at 4 out of 6. The lead is still at 7. Biggest was 12. Under a minute, Rivero drives again.
Great defense.
The long arms of Abando and the speed of Nonoy. The challenge from Kobe Paras and the rebound by Juan Gomez de Leaño.
They have to attack now.
Javi all the way, and a dime drop by the younger brother to cut the lead down to 5 after that Yamaha #1 move.
What a heads-up play by Juan, realizing there were two white shirts, one slipped, one was trotting back, took advantage of the other end of the disadvantage.
8 on the 24. Concepcion has been silent. Contest by Kobe. Chabio high.
What a challenge by Bright.
Contest by Bright. And a takeaway by Abando. And after three quarters in this knockout game, UP is right where they want to be. Down 5 with UST not scoring 50 yet after 3 quarters. Winner go home Wednesday when we return. You're watching the UAAP on SNAN on Liga and on UAAP on our live streaming website, including for our fans abroad. You can watch the UAAP 82 on TFC Online. Available for premium subscribers, or you can purchase the UAAP 82 Men's Basketball Season Pass for only $2.99. All right, let's do a little bit of a math here. 49-44 is the score. Since the start of our semifinals, UST has not relinquished the lead since the FPU game. So that's 11 quarters that they've been ahead.
Right.
But going into this 4th quarter, they're only up 5, and UP on the run! And looking to make a statement after that smackdown from Kobe Paras.
Wow!
And a steal. Juan Gomez de Leaño cannot keep possession, but it will stay with UP. This we have to see again. Kobe, one right-handed hammer.
You gotta be kidding me. Can't even wrap your head around that play.
McDonald's instant replay. And you know what, Christian? That's also his frustration in the last 2 games.
Right.
That he, you know, ang sama na loob niya sa ring eh. As Juan cuts this lead down to a solitary point, 49-48, and UP kicks off the 4th quarter with 4 spectacular points.
Not only that, doing it what they do best, pay points.
And what about UST? This is what they do best. Pamatay sunod.
Right.
They've got firemen all over. And a quick answer. Just again, as UP is banging on that door.
Paint points versus 3-ball. The last minute here to start the 4th as Bright muscles his way inside. Really no match for the one-on-one coverage Ovando.
Jollibee, 100% the amazing move in the quarter. 6-2 quarters so far. And UP looking confident here. Subido, no answer this time, and a chance to tie or take the lead, but a turnover. Let's look at this. Style points from Juan Gomez de Leaño, the former Rookie of the Year. And how about Mark? You gotta have some guts. I was gonna use a different word, but guts to take and make that shot.
For a rookie, and here he goes again!
Oh! Back to back! 10 points on 2 money balls for Mark Nonoy.
What a game!
And what an escape. It is now shot making that is ruling this 4th quarter.
And Juan Gomez de Leaño is showing why he's a gamer.
55-52. Another classic in the making. Inside. Chabio, sorry, Abando rather, stretching for the 2. The Boyson points in the paint.
Nonoy is screaming his lungs out. One stop.
Richie against 2. Bright Aquetti,
but they don't.
Do you lift? He says. Just making space for himself. Subido for 3, no. And Aquetti makes sure he gets that retrieval.
Bright Aquetti is playing almost 30 minutes, and there's even no sign on his face that he is tired.
Kobe for 3. No. Nonoy. And that's the 4th personal on Kobe Paras, as Mark Nonoy was looking to leave everybody behind.
It was really a good foul, but by the wrong player. How about this pass right here after making a big-time basket? Back-to-back threes that time. Hitting Abando underneath. But this one, the play by Richie, attacking the mismatch, a mouse in the house.
Was he patient in that sequence?
Right, and hitting Bright on the last minute, who has been really outstanding thus far. Where will UP be without the play of Bright Aquetti? Where will they be without Bright Aquetti the last 2 seasons, really?
Batalier comes in.
Shot clock, 22 seconds.
Nonoy will pull the trigger. Fabio, under 7 minutes. Again, another tap by Bright. Rivero will take 2 free throws. Bright Aquetti, how many times has he done that?
And UP is asking for a sportsmanlike foul. Might have a case right there of what was almost a dangerous fall by Richie Rivero. You see the hands right here by Bright. Richie Rivero right here, looking left, looking right, but suddenly in the picture comes in Nonoy. I believe this is going to be just a regular foul.
What a chase by Mark Nonoy, who, by the way, started 1 out of 11 in the first half. It's what the fans wanted to see, regardless of what school you're from, regardless of whether you're from either of the schools. Actually, if you're not from UP or UST, this is the game that you want to see. This is the kind of game you want them to, really get down to the 4th quarter with only a few possessions separating each other.
And it's been a quality game as well. As good as entertaining with the highlights. And, the players playing their hearts out. Both teams playing very hard.
2-point lead. Subido with 12. And a foul by June Manso. That is also his 4th, by the way. Together with Kobe Paras. June Manso, one of 6 players, I said 5 earlier, one of 6 players graduating, including the one-and-done player in JV Mantilla. Chabio drives. Chabio bends. Gets the rebound. Chabio na naman. Wala pa rin. And Bright Aquetti puts an end to that possession.
A terrific relentlessness showed by both Webb and Aquetti, despite of the multiple chances Chabio got on that one.
Rivero goes right. And the hands of Batillero looking to break up the play. 3 seconds to shoot. Subido dives for the loose ball. And will stay with UP though. And UP has a chance to tie or take the lead in this game. Remember, UST has not relinquished the lead.
I thought it should be a reset though of 24 instead of 14 because clearly Subido had possession of the change of possession.
Enough time, you meant? Enough time for him to hold the ball.
He gathered the ball with 2 hands, but instead UP would only have 14 now. It should be 24.
So we will work with that then. Another turnover. 2-on-1. Subido drops it off to no one. Webb looks ahead. Gives it to Manso. Manso ties the ball game for the very first time. A first deadlock in this series. 57 all. Poor shot. And a chance to take the lead for the very first time in the series. One tough shot, makes it!
Tough shot for any other player, but easy for one.
Boy,
what a big second half for him.
Does he make it look good too? 59-57, UP takes over the lead. You're watching us live on SNA and on Liga. 57-55. After that, 2-point deficit. The June Manso shot. And this style points of Juan Gomez de Leaño gives them their first lead of the series. Wow. What a comeback here by the UP Fighting Maroons.
For the first lead in a long time. Thumbs up. Yeah, first time, yeah. Of the series, yeah.
Like we said, since the FEU game, UST has not relinquished a lead. But we have 5 minutes to play here. Chabio drives, flies, hangs. Great defense there by Acuetia, the Gatorade hydration checkpoint. And a foul by Renzo Subido. And the UP fans are feeling it now. Second personal on the graduating point guard.
What a stop there, even though Chabio went away from the screen. Might have gotten away with a walk right there with the fake, but still, pressure of the defense, still enough for the stop.
Wow, it's getting really physical down there.
So physical that Richie got one to the face again.
Richie drives, Richie pushes, Richie advances, goes to the other side. No, couple of attempts. Boy, was he determined in that play.
And sometimes that's what all you need. to be determined from inside and out, applying it on the floor. The late challenge by Chabio, a heck of a move really by Richie to get away from the initial defender. Sticks with it and then gets hit once again by his best buddy in Paraiso. Now he's had a solid game. In double figures, has been struggling shooting the basketball, but has made his presence felt, especially in that first half on the defensive end.
Paraiso for UST only has 2, Cancino nothing. And Abando only 5, Sherwin Concepcion only 2 points. And by the way, UST is only shooting 19% from the 3-point area in this game, 6 of 32, and with only 57 points here at this end of this 4th quarter.
To your point, 52 points was given up, bench points in the last game, only
Correct.
24 by UST so far.
Concepcion for 3, no. Now some scoreboard pressure here.
What a steal by Cancino.
You talk about determination.
Yeah. Bright was hugging that like a baby as he got the strong rebound up in the air. Right here, he gets it with 2 hands, but somehow he loses the ball slightly, which led to the steal.
And the biggest part of that sequence,
4 fouls.
by Bright Aqueti.
So 4 fouls for him, for Kobe, who's about to check in, and Jun Manzo. So the 3 key players has 4 fouls already. Or 4 fouls rather, with still 4 minutes to play. So if this game heads into OT, the probability does not favor the Fighting Maroons because of the foul trouble.
A little over a year after his ACL injury, and was against this team. As we look at this Gigi Camus from the UST side, it was against the same opponent, the UP Fighting Maroons. I remember doing that game too when we saw him crash after that knee injury, and look at him now having a great 2nd round and a great semifinals so far. Not much today, but a lot of activity from the captain of the Growling Tigers, who cuts the lead down to 2. This is still anyone's ball game right now with 4 minutes and change remaining. UP lording it inside the paint with 12 paint points.
Gotta go to Bright on this one.
Kobe comes up short. The pitch to Subido. Subido slows it down.
It was a great move, just couldn't finish by Kobe at the rim.
Renz jacks up the 3, that's off to the left. The 3 is now deserting UST.
Got fortunate though, as Abando was able to get away and get open slightly on the defense by Manzo. Drive and kick.
Kobe for 3. Short, Juan gets the rebound. The lead is 2, gets away from Cancino. Cancino recovers, but Juan with a tough one.
Aqueti is down.
Has not come up. It's a 5-on-4 power play here for UST. Cancino drives. Batalier kicks it out. Abando from the corner. No! The tap goes to UP as Bright Aqueti limping back on offense.
Excellent ball movement, 5 versus 4. Big break by the Maroons. Manzo!
Oh! Jun Manzo manufactures a shot to give them a 4-point lead, but Bright is back down on the floor.
They have to foul. Yeah.
And unfortunately,
penalty.
That's on Manzo.
Oh, sorry. That's a Manzo, yeah.
He gave up his fifth.
Yeah. Not in the penalty. Excuse me.
Manzo gave up his 5th personal foul to get Bright Aqueti out of there right after he made this impossible shot to give him a 4-point
He's
lead.
talking to his team right now.
Right. He is out of this game, and he just realized it now, Christian. And remember, this is if they lose, this is his last UAAP game, so all the more now that he wants his teammates to win it for him.
I'm sure he knew it all throughout the game. It's really the spur of the moment thing.
Because nakita niya si Bright. Anyway, I think we all need this breather. 63-59. We'll be back. Back inside the Mall of Asia Arena for the final 2:33 of this game. This is where Juan Gomez de Leaño and Bright Acueti collided, and he was really never able to recover from that, talking about Bright. And because Jun Manso saw him down, he commits his 5th personal foul in front of this almost 19,000 strong crowd here at the Mall of Asia Arena. Half of them, during that timeout, half of this crowd was chanting Manso and chanting Atinto, feeling that they have a good chance here with a 4-point lead. And we look at Bright Acueti looking to gut out the final 2:33 of this sudden death matchup between UST and UP.
And that is just toughness personified by Bright Acueti. We mentioned the minutes he's had. 30 minutes, about 5 minutes earlier. Right now, a total of almost 35 minutes.
Wow.
And yet, we have yet to see him really showing all of this UP community that he is tired.
Nonoy. Batalier. Webb is down.
He's holding onto his knee.
Abando will shoot the 3. No! Batalier to Chabio.
Look at Noah Webb stand up on one foot and committing the foul. Wow.
His knee, he's holding on to his left knee.
Well, how about the presence of mind, though, even though he's clearly in pain and still able to stand up and foul. Now, sure, it's going to be 2 free throws.
And they're going to review that because they might
be an unsportsmanlike. Yeah.
Did his knee buckle? Knee buckle. No collision, Christian, which is even
scarier.
More, worrisome.
Because oftentimes injuries without contact.
Look at him.
Wow. That is all hard.
Nothing can be said. And the effort not only in that play, but I mean in
all
the
throughout
series,
the games.
yes, and even in the last game.
That is just beyond measure, really.
The captain talking about leaving it out on the floor. I believe his dad is also here, if I'm not mistaken. So Manso is out on 5 personals. Noah Webb will unlikely return, judging from that scene.
Number 9, Noah Webb. His 3rd personal.
In the meantime, what has happened to UST here as they have blanked out, at least offensively?
Well, 3-point shooting, at least compared to the last game,
I think they've only made 6
has
so
been
far.
non-existent. Yeah, 6 compared to 13. You know, approaching the 4th. They were in the 8th and 9th number already. But you got to go back to Brian Aquedi, you know, setting the tone in that second quarter. Really the toughness that he has showed on both ends. And I think the question is, will it be enough, especially with Manzo and Webb out?
Let's just up to date, bring our audience up to date. That was an unsportsmanlike foul that they upgraded. So 2 free throws for Nonoy and a chance to tie here as they get back the ball. Or maybe even go for the lead. As Chabio barrels through. Good stand there by Kobe Paras.
Right. What a gutsy play, especially having 4 fouls trying to do the charge.
As we get into the deep waters of this game. PS Bank last 2 minutes. Pa-picture na lang ang pag-deposit ng cheque via PS Bank mobile app. And a 65 to 61 count in spectacular fashion right at the 2-minute mark. UP with some breathing room.
How about going back not so long ago?
Is that the LaSalle game?
LaSalle game. Yeah. Which turned out to be the most important basket in that game. Could be the most important one too. On what looked like a replay but was not.
UST is under the gun here with 1:40. Nonoy from way out. That is way off. The youngster jacking up a 3 in panic. Aqueti, 14 on the 24. Subido trying to break up the play. Rivero snakes inside. Chavio with the stop and the rebound. Abando cruises through and it's down to 2 with 1:14 remaining.
I thought Richie had Javi wide open to his right.
Dangerous pass. Double team on Rivero. Rivero swinging. And a 5-second infraction called on Richie Rivero. A crucial and expensive turnover for the Fighting Maroons. 63 seconds remaining.
And how many times have we seen this season as UST will take a break?
Back inside the Mall of Asia Arena. Here is that backdoor play. And here is that delivery. And a smackdown by Kobe. Rack attack time. Boy, he has not produced a lot today. But some of those points were in spectacular fashion. This one is the one that cut it down to 2. It is in the hands of UST with 1:03 to play. Chabio with the cut. Chabio high up. No!
That was point blank on a good screen by Subido. Just couldn't convert to tie the game.
It was a good play after the timeout.
It was.
Juan Gomez de Leaño. The bright Acueti with 6 to shoot. Rivero in traffic. No! It is in the hands
It didn't hit the
of
rim.
UP and mauubusan ng oras.
But I thought though, on the pick and pop situation on Bright, he had a shot right there. It was a switch on him by Subido. Had about 6 seconds left on the shot clock.
We're going to review this to make sure, Christian,
Right.
how much time we have.
But instead, Richie still able to manufacture a shot. Spencer with the offensive rebound, not realizing clock situation.
As June Manso is left to watch at the sidelines and wait whether his extension of his life here in the UAAP will happen, or will it be the end? Coach Aldenayo trying to lead UST back to the finals in front of 18,548 today. The biggest crowd, by the way, this season. We had almost 18,000 last weekend in the previous matchup. Now it's almost 19,000. The biggest crowd this season, and naturally so far, the biggest game this season. And things are not settled yet here.
I think they're reviewing the time on the game clock, since it was a 24-second shot clock violation, which is obviously critical. Every second counts.
All right, 65-63. This situation.
Timeout UST Growling Tigers.
Okay, now we're going to go into a timeout, I think. Yes. 65-63. We will be back. Well, the fans got what they wished for. No blowout. A barn burner, a nail biter. The question is, whose fans are going to go home happier? The ones in yellow or the ones in maroon? The ones in maroon are sitting on a 2-point lead, 65-63, with 32 seconds remaining in this do or die matchup. And Rivero and Paraiso, good friends, talking to each other here right in front of us, psyching each other out.
And putting in longer guards is Coach Bo. Merle comes in, checks Abando. Spencer is checking Subido, who loves these moments.
Oh, what a challenge by Merle. Closing out on Renz Abando, who had 2 full steps ahead of any defender. Let's look at that again.
Well, he was wide open right here, and then suddenly Merle, what a contest right there, and the block of what could be a season-saving play.
It's a good call. I'm gonna check the time again here. That is a fingertip block, an effort play if you ever saw one. Really, we've had, to be fair to UP, we've had a lot of these closeouts, whether up close or 3-point contests by UP in this game more than the other game, Christian.
Right.
So 11 seconds, they change up the play. Abando to to Subido, who has been Mr. Clutch for UST. Subido for three, gets it to go! You better believe it. It is exploding from the UST side. Renzo Subido, the graduating Spitfire from UST, gives them the lead with this three from way out in España.
It was a switch on what's pretty much the baseline inbound play that UST loves to run.
The Mall of Asia Arena is rocking in front of the biggest crowd this season, 18,548. Half of that crowd, Christian, celebrating after that huge money ball from Renzo Subido.
And how many times have we seen Renzo really come up with big time shots? Really, you know, they've been running this out of bounds underplay whole season long. Bright Aqueni was smart enough to cover that. It would have been an open shot. Problem was, he had his hands down. Now, Subido was about 5 feet away from the three.
To be fair.
To be fair. And yet, as the saying goes, you have your hand down, it's a man down. But a lot of basketball time remaining.
A lot.
Only a 1 point game. UST still has 2 more fouls to give before getting over the limit.
And I'm sure Coach Aldenayo reminded them of that.
That's why it's important move for UP to attack the basket right away.
Who will take the big shot for UP? Down 1.
Gotta give up the foul now. There's the foul. Well,
Subido and Aqueti fall to the floor.
As Bright pushes Subido.
He's holding on actually to his foot, talking about Bright Aqueti, his left foot. After that collision. Kobe and Renzo Subido talking to each other. Let's look at that play again.
As he was trying to fight over screen, we don't see much off the ball on this one. As he pushed off Subido right there.
We're down to 14 seconds, the differential between clocks of 3.3. 1 point separating these two teams. And the chant of defensa from the UST faithful. Richie will trigger. Richie finds Juan with 10 to shoot. Juan drives. Kobe loses the ball. Inside 2, heavy, no! And it is UST possession with 4.9 seconds remaining. A couple of bunny shots right at the rim for UP. It starts with this fumble, but the recovery. Javi was there. Bright was there.
Can't get a better look any than that. It was a great pass and a great recovery. Javi was right there. Niluwa nga lamang.
Christian, what are you going to do? You're UP, you're 4.9 seconds remaining.
Well, you have to foul. You have to, obviously, you try to go for the quick steal on the inbounds. UST has no more timeouts remaining. And by the looks of how the coaching staff is explaining to the players right now, as they're trying to demonstrate of what to do, of as soon as they get the basketball, they should just hold it, because They're going to anticipate that UP is going to give up the foul.
66, 65. These two teams dragging each other down in the mud. And the inbound will be all the way here. UP's season on the line. UST looking to go back to the finals. Haven't done since 2015. They did it twice, 2012, 2013.
And right now, it's Nonoy and Subido in the backcourt. If I was UP, I would rather see the rookie in Nonoy getting the basketball and him taking pressure-packed free throws instead of the senior in Subido. But Chabio flashes high and gets the basketball and is a 70% free throw shooter.
4 of 7, Chabio from the line. As a team, UST is 15 of 21, 71%. Coach Alvin looking to take a third team to the finals in his collegiate coaching career. 4.4.
UP has still one timeout remaining.
Oh, he gets the bounce. Nerves of steel. Solomon Chavio gives them more breathing room. And the final timeout for Coach Bo Perasol. 4.4 seconds remaining. 3 points separating these two teams, and we will be back to witness that. Prayers being said by both sides for different reasons, asking for different things, I'm sure. These prayers are going to be answered as we are 4.4 seconds till the end, till the finish line. 68-65. This is not over. UP is 4 of 24 from the three-point area. Or 4 of 25, 16% for three-point area.
2 of which coming from June Manzo,
who's fouled out already.
Out of the game.
How big was that?
It was huge. It was the right thing to do, but by the wrong person.
Correct.
Yeah.
But he looked at his teammate down on the floor. We saw him. He was right in front of us. He had no other recourse, Christian, no, but to foul. Easy to say when you're outside of the court, obviously.
Right.
They have to make those decisions, split-second decisions.
So I think it's an interesting situation also for UST. And we've seen this happen both in a professional and amateur level, collegiate level. If you're UST, do you consider to foul? Because I think that lowers down the probability instead of a potential overtime shot.
And to put it into context, they are in penalty.
They're in penalty. You foul, obviously UP's gonna try to make one.
Here we go.
Kick ball.
It will stay with UP.
But even if you do so, you gotta do it quickly and make sure that it's on the ground.
4.4 seconds to make a play, to make a 3 or a 3-point play for the UP Fighting Maroons. Rivera will trigger. Spencer will jack up a 3. It's off to the left. And UST will survive the onslaught from the UP Fighting Maroons.
65 for the UP Fighting Maroons. And 68 for the win. They will play in the
They become the
finals.
3rd team in the last 25 years as the 4th seed to make it to the finals. And they went via via the back door. 3 knockout games, 3 elimination games, but they almost lost the chance, if not for the